with Austin's head and our mom.
Yep, we're gonna give them some more food.
Yay!
They're doing good in there. Yep. Guys, grow up big so you can lay lots of eggs. Kittens. Hi, kittens. We got 5. They're all out here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's Mama, and 5. You guys are cute. I hope you're as good at catching mice as your mama is. Every day she brings them home a mouse or a rat or a chipmunk. Right? You're a good mama. And here's my goat. Hello. Hello, my friend. Ophelia. Hi, Ophelia. Hi, sweet girl. You my good goat. You my good goat. She's a La Mancha goat, so she's got these little short ears. They're born like that. Everybody always asks us, what'd you do to their ears? They're just born like that. They're just stunningly beautiful without ears. Naturally. All right, so here's my little setup. I've got grain, sink for cleaning, my disinfectant or teat dip, and all my milking accoutrement. We have the whole setup to do the milking by machine, but since I just have one goat to milk this year, I do it by hand. It's so pretty. In the past I've had up to 5 goats milking, and it gets a little, you can still do that by hand, but it's a little tougher. 3 is my break-even time. This is a goat pellet, and then this is just a sweet feed to make her happy. I was saying 3 is my break-even time because 3 goats takes me the same amount of time to hand milk as it does to machine milk. So if I have 3 or more, I'm usually machine milking because it takes less time. Well, hi there. So just let her out. Whoa, careful, girl. She knows where to go. Put this, slide this like this. I just found plans for this online. This piece, everything else is solid in place. This part doesn't move. Nothing else moves. This piece just slides like this. And then we buckle it up here. Oh, except doing it one-handed is hard. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna put you guys right here, and I hope that you'll be able to see what I'm doing. Maybe. Hopefully I won't be blocking the view. I'll check it in a minute. So first things first is I got a cleaner. So this has a little reservoir at the top, and then you just squeeze it to add more. And then the stuff that's in the top can't go back down into the bottom because now it's dirty. It's touched her. So you just dip one side Get the other side. Take a towel. Dry her off. I'm going to do a good thorough job on both teats. You've got this little valley in here that I clean out. And then I usually just take it and I knock the hair and dust off so it doesn't drop in. So then, in my little milk jug here is actually a filter. So I had a big one that you see a lot of times, but it is so big, and this one's so little, and then I found out that it fits really nicely on top here, and so I just milk straight into the filter, and that keeps my milk really super clean. So here we go. Oh, first squirt, I almost forgot. First squirt goes not in the bucket. And I'm looking at the milk to make sure that it looks normal. It doesn't have any clumps in it, or it's not looking clear. It looks like normal milk. I always tell people, learning how to milk takes a lot of patience. You don't start out being good enough to milk them in 5 or 10 minutes. You know, you're slow, it takes a long time, you're missing the can because you can't aim yet. Learning how to get the milk out is step 1. Step 2 is learning how to aim while getting the milk out. So to get the milk out, you're gonna kind of pinch off the top to keep the milk trapped down in the bottom part of the teat. Gravity brings it down into the teat, but you gotta trap it there so that it doesn't squeeze back into the udder when you try and squeeze it out. If you just squeeze, you won't get very much because it's all going back up. So you trap it and then you squeeze it out, and that's the motion. It's not a pull. And then you let go, trap and squeeze, let go, trap, squeeze, let go, trap, squeeze. And you just get to the point where you can kind of do that motion a little bit faster. Now, I have a unique way of milking. I tuck my thumb in. So to trap the milk, I use the side of my thumb and my forefinger to trap the milk, and then I squeeze with my bottom 3 fingers. It's very hard to demonstrate, but basically what I'm doing is I'm folding my thumb in and bringing this finger around like this, and then just that pressure here is enough to trap the milk down here, and I don't have to wrap my thumb around. So when I was milking 5 goats by hand, my thumbs would get really sore, and so I kind of taught myself how to do that, how to switch back and forth between the tucked in thumb way and the thumb around way. And I actually still use both ways when I'm milking. I kind of like to use the thumb in method when she's really full and it's hard to get my hand around her, and then kind of like this when she's starting to get empty, I'll bring my thumb around, and that way I can kind of grab more. This is also, the thumbs in technique is also a really good technique for animals that have small teats. Because you don't have to get your fingers around it, around this thing that's really thin. You can kind of just, I don't know if you can see that at all because I don't know if I'm in the picture frame. But that's the best I can describe it, and the best I can kind of show you, because if you're not really under here with me, you probably are going to have a hard time seeing. And that's it. I try to mimic what a kid would do if they were on her. They're pretty vicious. They push real hard on their mamas just to kind of get those last few squirts out, and then that's it. And I let her finish eating. I usually finish before she finishes, so I give her a minute to stop to finish her grain. But then the last thing I'm gonna do before I let her back into her pen is dip her one more time. And that stays on. I don't wipe that off. And what that does is it just protects her teats. The teat ends will stay open for about 30 minutes after you're done milking any animal, and cow, goat, whatever. And so she's vulnerable to infection during that time before that teat end can close back up again. Now, the exception to that is if you were doing a kid share or a calf share, you know, you don't want that on there for the kid to drink. But she doesn't have any kids anymore, so it's just me and her, right? Just you and me. You're a good girl. You're so good. You're such a good girl. Thank you for all the milk you give us. Careful, cats. The cats are playing hide and seek. I have to show you guys. It's very cute. And then I take the goat back. Go on. Go on in. Good girl. This is my good Ophelia. And this is Magnolia. And she'll have a baby next year. Just for the record, 5 goats is too many goats for me. Which is why we only have 2 goats now. That was too many goats for me. All right, thanks for coming out and doing milking with me this morning. We'll see you next time.